Welcome, dear friends, to a peaceful journey through the world of One Punch Man, a universe where heroes, villains, and extraordinary feats come together in a quiet symphony of strength and humor. Tonight, we will gently explore 140 fascinating facts about this remarkable series, starting from its humble origins to the iconic moments that have captured the hearts of fans worldwide. Through these soft and soothing facts, we will uncover the deeper layers of the story, Saitama's journey from an ordinary man to the strongest hero, the intriguing characters he meets along the way, and the unique world in which his adventures unfold. As each fact flows slowly and calmly, we will drift deeper into this world of quiet heroism, allowing every moment to bring us closer to the stillness of the night. Take a deep breath, and with each exhale, let the world around you soften and fade into the background. Feel the warmth of your body resting gently, the rhythm of your breathing slowing, guiding you toward a state of peaceful relaxation. With every word, allow yourself to drift further into this gentle narrative, knowing that the quiet journey we're about to embark on will bring you closer to the peaceful sleep you seek. And if you enjoy these gentle journeys, feel free to subscribe and softly share where you're listening from tonight, connecting with this calm space in your own unique way. Now, let's begin our journey into the world of One Punch Man, where every fact will bring you closer to a peaceful rest. Let the story unfold softly and steadily as we explore the origins of this beloved series. Fact 1: The Humble Webcomic Beginning 1. Punch Man began its quiet life in 2009 as a small webcomic drawn by the mysterious creator known simply as One. In those early days, the webcomic wasn't polished or elaborate. It looked almost like simple doodles, created with sincerity rather than technique. And yet, there was something soothing and strangely compelling about its simplicity. Readers felt drawn to the calm humor, the quiet melancholy beneath Saitama's overwhelming strength, and the peaceful way the story flowed from moment to moment. Even with its unrefined art, the webcomic carried a soft charm, reminding fans that creativity often begins in small, gentle steps. Fact 2: The Unexpected Viral Rise. Despite its modest art and quiet arrival, the webcomic slowly grew through word of mouth, drifting across forums and social platforms until it reached millions of readers. People were captivated not by explosive action, but by the gentle paradox at its heart. A hero who could win any battle instantly, yet longed for something meaningful to challenge him. The calm sincerity of One's storytelling helped the series spread like a soft breeze. It wasn't loud or flashy, it was subtle, humorous, and reflective, a story that whispered rather than shouted, drawing readers into its peaceful, unusual world. Fact 3: One's Anonymous Journey. One, this creator, remained anonymous for a long time. He lived an ordinary life, working a regular job while quietly drawing his webcomic at night. He never expected fame or recognition. He created One Punch Man simply because it made him happy. That quiet passion, unbothered by expectations, untouched by pressure, is what shaped the tone of the entire series. Saitama himself embodies that same quiet spirit, humble, unpretentious, seeking simplicity while surrounded by chaos. The creator's quiet lifestyle seeped gently into the narrative, giving it the soft, grounded feeling that fans find calming even today. Fact 4: How Murata discovered the comic. Yusuke Murata, a celebrated manga artist, stumbled upon the webcomic and felt deeply moved by its unusual charm. Even with his expertise in creating detailed, dynamic artwork, he admired the quiet sincerity and emotional depth hidden beneath one's simple drawings. Murata reached out to one with respect and admiration, offering to redraw the series for a professional release. Their collaboration became a harmony of strengths, one's gentle storytelling and Murata's breathtaking art, which lifted One Punch Man from a quiet digital corner into the larger world. Their partnership was built not on ambition, but on shared passion. Fact 5: A story of overwhelming strength and quiet emptiness. At its core, One Punch Man softly explores what it means to be strong without purpose. Saitama's unmatched power leaves him feeling quietly detached from the world around him. While other heroes chase recognition, he drifts through life without urgency or expectation. This calm emptiness is the opposite of traditional hero stories, making Saitama's journey feel strangely soothing. Instead of constant battles, we find stillness, gentle reflections, empty grocery aisles, quiet morning routines. These small, peaceful details create a comforting rhythm, drawing us deeper into the emotional landscape behind Saitama's simple life. Fact 6: The meaning behind Saitama's name. Saitama is named after a real Japanese prefecture, an ordinary quiet place known more for its calm residential atmosphere than for anything extraordinary. This gentle ordinariness mirrors Saitama's own essence. He is simple, relaxed, unassuming, and easy to overlook. His name reminds us that greatness can bloom in quiet corners, far away from noise and spectacle. It also grounds the entire story in a soft realism, blending extraordinary power with the soothing atmosphere of everyday life. This harmony between the remarkable and the mundane is part of what makes the series so comforting to explore. Fact 7: A gentle parody of shonen tropes. One Punch Man softly plays with familiar shonen story patterns, offering not mockery, but gentle reflection. Instead of a hero struggling to grow stronger, Saitama begins at the end of the journey, already stronger than anyone alive. His quiet boredom becomes the emotional core of the story. By subverting these classic tropes, the series invites us to reflect on the deeper meaning of strength, ambition, and fulfillment. Rather than racing toward power, Saitama wanders through life at his own peaceful pace, reminding us that sometimes the loudest stories are best told in whispers. Fact 8: Genos as the perfect counterbalance. Genos, the fiery young cyborg, serves as a calm and steady complement to Saitama's effortless strength. Where Saitama drifts gently through life, Genos moves with fierce determination, always searching for answers, always pushing himself to become stronger. Yet beneath his intensity lies a longing for guidance and connection. His devotion to Saitama, though comedic, carries a quiet emotional weight. Their companionship blends warmth, a contrast, and gentle humor, two souls traveling together at different paces, yet somehow aligned. Their dynamic adds depth, grounding the story in a tender sense of companionship. Fact 9: The Hero Association as Social Reflection. The Hero Association is a structured system that ranks and categorizes heroes based on tests, popularity, and public perception. While this creates comedic situations, it softly reflects the reality of how society values appearance, status, and recognition. Many heroes struggle not with villains, but with the pressure of reputation, expectations, and ranking. This subtle critique rests beneath the story's humor, offering gentle commentary on how humans measure worth. Through Saitama's indifferent attitude toward rankings, we are reminded that true value often blooms quietly, unnoticed, and independent of external approval. Fact 10. Murata's artistic transformation. When Yusuke Murata adapted One Punch Man, he infused it with breathtaking detail, flowing movement, dramatic lighting, expressive frames, while still preserving the soft simplicity of Saitama's original design. That contrast creates a soothing visual balance. The world around Saitama is intense, intricate, and full of life, while he remains simple, round, and calm. This artistic harmony mirrors Saitama's emotional state, a stillness surrounded by chaos. Murata's illustrations elevate the world without overwhelming it, creating a dreamlike flow that gently guides readers through each scene. Fact 11. Saitama's quiet desire for a real challenge. Despite his overwhelming power, Saitama's heart carries a soft longing for something simple yet elusive, a real fight that awakens feeling. His strength has become so absolute that the world around him cannot stir excitement, fear, or urgency. Even when facing cosmic threats, his expression remains calm and unchanged, like a gentle breeze passing through an empty street. This quiet yearning forms the emotional center of his character. It is not the monsters he defeats that shape his journey, but the internal emptiness he carries, a gentle reminder that even the strongest souls crave meaning and connection. Fact 12. The symbolism of Saitama's cape. And gloves, Saitama's bright yellow suit, simple white cape, and red gloves create a childlike, almost playful appearance. They are reminiscent of the way children draw heroes: bold primary colors, soft lines, and friendly shapes. His design symbolizes innocence and purity and a lack of pretense. While other heroes dress in complex armor or intimidating gear, Saitama's costume feels warm and unburdened, almost inviting. It gently reflects his inner nature, honest, straightforward, and untouched by ego. The softness of his design brings calm to the otherwise chaotic world around him, allowing him to drift quietly between battles without tension. Fact 13. The meaning behind Saitama's blank expression. Saitama often appears with a plain, relaxed face, round eyes, small mouth, no intensity. This expression is not just comedic, it is deeply symbolic. It represents his emotional stillness, the way overwhelming power has quieted his reactions to almost everything. While other characters express fear, anger, triumph, or excitement, Saitama moves through life like still water, undisturbed by the waves around him. His blank expression becomes a soft but visual contrast to the dramatic world he inhabits. In a sense, it invites viewers to breathe slower, to let go of tension, and to embrace the simplicity of being present. Fact 14. Genos' past and the soft sadness. It brings Genos carries a quiet sorrow that lingers beneath his determination. His past, filled with loss and destruction, fuels his devotion to becoming stronger. But beneath this fiery ambition lies a tender longing to protect others and to find purpose. His relationship with Saitama becomes a source of gentle comfort, reminding him that strength is not only measured in power, but in the warmth of companionship. Genos' emotional journey, though framed by action and machinery, is truly a story of healing, a slow, steady path toward inner peace, guided by the calm presence of the teacher he admires. Fact 15. The world's cities and their soft symbolism. The cities in One Punch Man, each labeled with a simple letter, create a world that feels organized, minimalist, and dreamlike. Instead of complex, sprawling maps, the series presents these cities like quiet markers on a soft, imagined landscape. Their alphabetical naming suggests simplicity, almost like the labeling of gentle chapters in a book. This design choice removes heaviness and complexity, allowing the viewer to focus on the emotional core of the characters. The world becomes a calm backdrop, vast, gentle, and slightly surreal, through which stories drift like clouds across a quiet sky. Fact 16: the soft philosophy behind effort versus talent. A recurring theme in One Punch Man is the gentle contrast between effort and inherent talent. Saitama's strength came from hard work, yet the world refuses to believe it. Meanwhile, many heroes are born gifted but lack discipline or heart. This quiet comparison encourages viewers to reflect on their own paths, the things they have worked for, the things they yearn for, and the things they believe they must earn. The series never preaches. Its message drifts softly beneath the humor, reminding us that effort, integrity, and persistence often bloom quietly, unnoticed by others, yet deeply meaningful within. Fact 17: the calm before every battle. In One Punch Man, battles are often preceded by a gentle stillness, a pause before motion, a quiet breath before impact. These moments create a soothing rhythm throughout the story. Even as threats loom, the narration often lingers on small details: drifting dust, distant wind, or the quiet anticipation of onlookers. This calm pacing makes Saitama's effortless victories feel even more serene, as if the entire world holds its breath in peaceful expectation. The contrast between chaos and stillness becomes a kind of lullaby, guiding the viewer into a tranquil, emotional rhythm. Fact 18: the subtle commentary on recognition. One of the softest, yet most profound themes in the series is the idea of unseen effort. Despite saving countless lives, Saitama rarely receives credit. Instead of frustration, he meets this with gentle acceptance, quietly continuing his routine. His lack of recognition reflects a universal truth: many of the world's quiet heroes remain unnoticed. The series uses Saitama's calm indifference as a comforting reminder. True worth does not depend on applause. Sometimes the most meaningful acts are the ones done quietly, in the background, without expectation of praise. Fact 19: the quiet harmony of humor and depth. One Punch Man walks a delicate balance between soft humor and emotional depth. Its jokes are understated, drifting gently rather than demanding attention. Even the most exaggerated scenes carry a dreamlike, surreal quality that makes them feel light rather than chaotic. Beneath the humor lies a quiet exploration of loneliness, purpose, and identity. This gentle fusion creates a soothing narrative tone, a world where laughter and reflection coexist peacefully like ripples on calm water. It is this harmony that makes the series comforting to revisit, especially late at night. Fact 20: the warmth of Saitama's modest apartment. Saitama's small apartment, plain walls, simple furniture, quiet emptiness, mirrors the calm atmosphere of his life. Despite his unimaginable power, he chooses to live in a modest home, cooking simple meals, clipping coupons, and moving through daily tasks with peaceful ease. His apartment becomes a symbol of grounding, a space untouched by chaos or ambition. It represents a gentle reminder that comfort does not require extravagance. Sometimes the simplest spaces allow the mind to breathe. For viewers, his apartment feels like a soft refuge, a place where the hectic world of heroes fades into quiet domestic calm. Fact 21: the symbolism of monsters in the series. In One Punch Man, monsters appear constantly, each with strange and exaggerated designs. But beneath their loud appearances lies a quiet symbolism. They represent the anxieties, pressures, and fears that people experience in everyday life. Some monsters that embody ambition, others insecurity, and others the simple chaos of an unpredictable world. By defeating these creatures effortlessly, Saitama becomes a gentle metaphor for inner peace, overcoming turmoil. He does not panic, overthink, or tremble. He simply breathes, steps forward, and ends the threat. This calmness becomes soothing, reminding us that even overwhelming challenges can dissolve with clarity and stillness. Fact 22: Moomin Rider's Gentle Heroism. Moomin Rider, though often portrayed humorously as a powerless hero, represents one of the softest, most heartfelt aspects of the series. He possesses no extraordinary abilities, no special techniques, and no physical superiority, yet his spirit remains steady and sincere. His courage is quiet, humble, and deeply human. He rides into danger not because he expects victory, but because he cannot turn away from those in need. His gentle perseverance shines as a reminder that heroism is not measured by strength, but by compassion. In the calm hours of night, his character feels like a soft lantern glowing through darkness. Fact 23: The quiet strength of Saitama's morals. Saitama never seeks glory, ranking, or validation. His quiet moral compass guides his actions with a steady, subtle warmth. He helps others not because he must, but because it feels natural, like breathing. Even when the world ignores his contributions, he remains unchanged, calm, humble, and focused on simple truths. His moral purity is soothing because it lacks complexity or ego. He does not chase heroism, he simply embodies it without boasting. This quiet consistency creates a comforting presence throughout the story, a reminder that goodness does not need to be dramatic or loud to be deeply powerful. Fact 24: The comforting simplicity of the Daily Hero Registry. The Hero Association uses systems, forms, tests, and bureaucratic processes to rank individuals, a humorous yet gentle commentary on modern structures. Saitama moving through these systems with blank indifference shows how even the grandest titles feel small compared to inner clarity. The quiet scenes of paperwork, interviews, and examinations bring a down to earth softness to the world. They ground the series in relatable experiences, waiting rooms, lines, evaluations, and remind us that even extraordinary heroes must navigate ordinary routines. These slices of life offer peaceful contrast to battle scenes, adding calm, familiar textures to the narrative. Fact 25: Sonic's lonely path of rivalry speed of sound. Sonic presents himself as a rival to Saitama, yet beneath his confidence lies a quiet loneliness. His identity depends on conflict, on finding someone who can challenge him. When Saitama effortlessly overwhelms him, Sonic becomes trapped in a cycle of obsession, seeking meaning through rivalry rather than companionship. This gives his character an unexpected emotional softness. He is someone searching for purpose, longing for recognition, desperate to feel significant. His story, though comedic, mirrors a gentle truth. Sometimes people seek conflict because they cannot find comfort within themselves. Fact 26: The quiet warmth of Saitama and King's friendship. King, known as the strongest man on earth, is secretly weak and terrified, yet Saitama accepts him without judgment. Their friendship is calm, slow, and unforced. They play video games together, talk casually, and share quiet domestic scenes. Saitama's presence allows King to breathe, to exist without fear of exposure. Their companionship becomes a gentle pocket of tranquility within the loud world of heroes. It shows that friendship does not always need grand gestures. Sometimes it blossoms in shared silence, small routines, and the comfort of being fully seen without pressure. Fact 27. The emotional softness hidden in comedy. Although One Punch Man often uses humor to lighten scenes, the comedy itself carries emotional weight. Characters exaggerate their feelings, situations escalate absurdly, yet beneath the laughter lies shared humanity, fear, longing, pride, insecurity. The gentle blend of hyperbole and sincerity creates a soothing rhythm, like waves that rise sharply but fall softly. Even the loudest jokes settle into quiet reflections afterward. This emotional layering turns the series into something more than parody. It becomes a calming exploration of the human heart wrapped in playful storytelling. Fact 28. Blast's presence as a soft mystery blast, the elusive top ranked hero, appears only in whispers and silhouettes for most of the story. His absence creates a soft, dreamlike mystique around him. Unlike other characters who boast or demand recognition, Blast remains distant, almost weightless, more concept than person. This gentle mystery invites curiosity without urgency. He does not overshadow Saitama. Instead, he drifts quietly in the background, a reminder that some answers are meant to unfold slowly. His unseen presence adds a calming sense of vastness, like a distant star glowing faintly in a night sky. Fact 29. The soft meaning of Saitama's training regimen. Saitama's iconic 100 push ups, 100 sit ups, 100 squats, and 10-kilometer run is intentionally simple, so simple it feels like a bedtime mantra. Its gentleness lies not in the physical effort, but in its consistency. The routine represents discipline stripped of complication. No secret formulas, no mystical techniques, just peaceful repetition. Saitama's steady commitment transforms ordinary movements into extraordinary results, softly reminding us that profound change often comes from small actions repeated over time. The regimen feels like a whisper to the viewer. Progress does not need to be dramatic to be meaningful. Fact 30. The dreamlike balance of seriousness and absurdity. One Punch Man often blends deep seriousness with surreal absurdity, creating an atmosphere that feels both grounded and dreamlike. Enemies may emerge with terrifying power, only for Saitama to end the conflict in a single, gentle instant. This contrast creates a calming emotional effect. The tension rises, but the release is soft, simple, and immediate. The storytelling rhythm mirrors the flow of a lullaby, moments of intensity followed by peaceful resolution. This balance is why the series is so soothing for late night watching. It holds your attention gently, never overwhelming, always drifting back to a place of quiet comfort. Fact 31. The gentle complexity of hero rankings. The hero ranking system in One Punch Man is often portrayed as rigid and bureaucratic, but beneath its structure lies a gentle commentary on how society measures worth. Heroes are scored based on tests, popularity, and observed achievements, yet these metrics rarely reflect true character. Some heroes rise through charisma alone, while others, like Saitama, remain unseen despite extraordinary deeds. This quiet imbalance mirrors the real world, where recognition often drifts toward the loudest voices instead of the most deserving hearts. The ranking system becomes a soft reminder that titles, numbers, and status are fragile illusions, while genuine goodness radiates quietly from within. Fact 32. The emotional weight of Genos' upgrades. Genos frequently receives mechanical upgrades, each one promising more power, more efficiency, and more potential for vengeance. Yet each enhancement carries a soft undertone of sadness. Rather than representing triumph, his upgrades reflect a longing to become whole again, an ache to restore what he lost. Every new arm, every new core, every new enhancement turns him further from his human past. Beneath the metallic exterior lies a gentle, vulnerable soul searching for direction. The upgrades are not just mechanical changes, they are emotional milestones, each one a quiet step on his journey toward self acceptance and healing. Fact 33: The Quiet Grace of Bang, Silver Fang. Bang, also known as Silver Fang, embodies a tranquil strength grounded in wisdom and restraint. Unlike many heroes who boast or rush into battle, Bang carries himself with calm discipline. His martial arts are fluid and gentle, like water flowing around stone, turning combat into a peaceful art rather than a violent clash. His mentorship of others shows a soft, patient heart beneath his stern exterior. Bang's presence adds a soothing, grounded energy to the series, a reminder that true strength often comes from humility, emotional steadiness, and years of quiet dedication. Fact 34: The Dreamlike Mystery of Tatsumaki's Power. Tatsumaki, the Tornado of Terror, wields immense psychic power that bends the world around her with effortless ease. Her abilities create swirling winds, drifting debris, and scenes that feel almost ethereal, like watching a storm from within a dream. Yet beneath her fierce exterior lies a quiet longing for care and understanding, shaped by a difficult past. Her small stature and youthful appearance create a soft contrast with the overwhelming force she controls. She is both storm and stillness, power and vulnerability, an emotional duality that adds gentle depth to her character. Fact 35: Fubuki's gentle leadership and inner conflict. Fubuki leads her group with confidence, but beneath her composed public persona lies a soft vulnerability shaped by comparison and self doubt. Living in the shadow of her sister Tatsumaki, she struggles quietly to define her own worth. Her desire to create a united team shows her nurturing nature. She builds strength through connection rather than isolation. Fubuki's arc becomes a gentle exploration of self acceptance. She learns that true power does not come from dominating others, but from embracing companionship, trust, and emotional vulnerability. Her story offers a whisper like reminder that leadership can be gentle, warm, and deeply human. Fact 36: The Quiet Humanity of the Monster Association Arc. Although the Monster Association arc is one of the most intense in the series, it carries a gentle undercurrent of emotional reflection. Many monsters display human fears, regrets, and desires beneath their monstrous forms, suggesting that transformation often springs from emotional wounds. The arc becomes less about good versus evil and more about identity, loneliness, and the fragile boundary between human and monster. Even in the midst of chaos, the story pauses for quiet moments, soft conversations, hesitant confessions, and glimpses of vulnerability. These moments give the arc a dreamlike emotional depth that lingers softly in the mind. Fact 37: King's Heartfelt Imposter Syndrome. King is revered as the strongest hero alive, yet within himself he carries profound self doubt. His imposter syndrome is portrayed gently, with subtle humor and emotional honesty. He longs to be worthy of the admiration he receives, but fears revealing his truth. Saitama's acceptance provides him with a rare sense of peace. Their friendship reassures him that his worth is not tied to strength, but to the quiet sincerity of his heart. King's story becomes a soft reflection of how many people feel in real life, appreciated yet uncertain, admired yet quietly anxious beneath the surface. Fact 38. The calming rhythm of the series' pacing. One of the most comforting qualities of One Punch Man is its pacing, the gentle ebb and flow between action and stillness. Battles erupt with energy, but the story quickly returns to quiet moments. Saitama cooking, Genos studying, King playing games, or heroes sharing simple conversations. This rhythm feels like breathing, rising and falling, swelling and settling. It prevents overwhelm and creates a soothing, dreamlike experience. The world never feels rushed or frantic. It drifts along at a peaceful, steady pace, making it especially comforting to absorb late at night when minds seek softness, not intensity. Fact 39. The soft warmth behind Saitama's kindness. Saitama's kindness is never loud or dramatic. It appears in small gestures, letting others take credit, helping strangers with simple tasks, listening patiently even when conversations bore him. He never demands recognition or gratitude. His kindness flows naturally from a place of quiet sincerity. This gentle humility makes him comforting to watch, as if his presence brings emotional stillness to every scene. Saitama reminds us that kindness doesn't need to sparkle or shine. It can exist gently, quietly, like a warm light glowing softly in the background. Fact 40. How humor softly balances the story's emotions. Humor in One Punch Man is never harsh. It drifts through scenes with a light, airy touch. Even during tense battles, a subtle joke or an understated expression eases the tension, allowing viewers to relax into the moment. This gentle humor prevents the world from feeling heavy or frightening. It reassures us that even when danger looms, tranquility is never far away. The balance between comedy and heart creates a soothing emotional landscape, one where laughter and comfort intertwine like threads in a soft blanket, making the entire series feel warm, safe, and deeply calming. Fact 41. The soft humanity of S Class heroes. Though S Class heroes are often portrayed as larger than life figures with immense power, beneath their intimidating exteriors lie complex, gentle layers of humanity. Heroes like Tatsumaki, Bang Fubuki, and even King carry quiet vulnerabilities that shape their identities. They experience fear, insecurity, and longing just like anyone else. Their strengths do not erase their human softness. Instead, these emotions give their stories a depth and warmth. The series shows that even the most powerful individuals can feel small inside, creating a soothing reminder that strength and fragility can coexist peacefully, like moonlight shining through soft clouds. Fact 42. The peaceful symbolism of Saitama's grocery runs among the chaos and action of the series. Saitama's routine grocery trips stand out as pockets of serene normalcy. These moments show a hero who values discounts, daily meals, and simple errands more than fame or recognition. His calm walks to the supermarket reflect the grounding power of everyday life. Even when disasters erupt around him, Saitama remains focused on returning home with his groceries intact. These scenes create a gentle contrast that reassures the viewer. No matter how overwhelming the world becomes, small routines can offer comfort, stability, and a soft return to quiet reality. Fact 43. The quiet wisdom of Dr. Kuseno. Dr. Kuseno, Genos' mentor and mechanic, is a calm and thoughtful presence in the story. He rarely raises his voice, speaks with gentle clarity, and dedicates his life to helping Genos grow stronger, not out of ambition, but compassion. His workshop is a peaceful refuge filled with soft, mechanical hums and quiet concentration. Through his guidance, he becomes a father figure, offering Genos emotional grounding amidst intense desires for revenge. His character teaches a gentle lesson. Wisdom often manifests in steady support, patient listening, and the quiet dedication to someone else's healing journey. Fact 44: the soft metaphor behind Saitama's baldness. Saitama's bald head, often used as a humorous visual, carries symbolic meaning beneath the surface. His hair loss reflects unwavering commitment, the quiet cost of relentless effort. It represents shedding vanity and distractions, embracing simplicity, and focusing solely on personal growth. While many heroes wear intricate hairstyles symbolizing identity or pride, Saitama's clean, smooth appearance mirrors his unburdened spirit. His baldness becomes a soft metaphor for purity of purpose, showing how dedication, performed quietly, consistently, can transform the self in ways that are both visible and deeply symbolic. Fact 45: the gentle importance of Saitama's name, being unknown. Despite his overwhelming strength, Saitama remains largely unrecognized by the public. His name does not echo through crowds, nor does it dominate news headlines. This anonymity creates a soothing humility, reminding us that true virtue does not need to be displayed. The quietness of his reputation mirrors his inner stillness. It is enough for him to know what he has done. This subtle dynamic turns heroism into something personal and peaceful. It becomes a whisper rather than a shout. Saitama's unknown status carries a comforting message. You do not need the world's praise to live with purpose and honesty. Fact 46: the emotional meaning behind Genos calling Saitama sensei. When Genos addresses Saitama as sensei, the word carries a gentle emotional weight. It signifies trust, admiration, and a yearning for guidance. For Genos, who lost everything in his past, having someone to look up to brings emotional stability. For Saitama, who lacks purpose, being recognized as a teacher offers a subtle sense of connection. Their bond, though humorous at times, is rooted in quiet companionship. The word sensei becomes a soft bridge between their hearts, one seeking direction, the other seeking meaning, creating a beautifully balanced, peaceful relationship that enriches the story. Fact 47: the soft rhythm of everyday conversations. Conversations in One Punch Man are often understated, gentle, and surprisingly grounded. Rather than dramatic monologues or intense declarations, characters speak casually, with pauses, sighs, and simple phrases that flow like quiet streams. These dialogues bring emotional softness to the world, allowing viewers to relax into the story. Even during important moments, the conversations maintain a soothing naturalness, like friends, talking late at night, sharing quiet thoughts. This subdued speaking style reinforces the series' calming atmosphere, making each interaction feel warm, real, and softly comforting. Fact 48: the calm essence of S-Class meetings. Despite gathering some of the strongest individuals in the world, S-Class meetings often carry an unexpectedly relaxed atmosphere. Heroes bicker softly, share snacks, slouch in chairs, or daydream through briefings. There is a dreamlike gentleness in how these elite warriors behave, powerful yet casual, intimidating yet human. Their interactions create a low pressure environment where even world threatening crises are discussed with calm tones and mild reactions. This tranquility adds to the series' soothing rhythm, reminding us that even the most dramatic situations can be approached with quiet composure and emotional ease. Fact 49: the emotional softness within Garu's arc. Garu, though cast as a villain, carries a deep emotional softness within his journey. His hatred of hero society stems from feeling misunderstood, judged, and marginalized. Beneath his fierce exterior lies a child yearning for fairness, belonging, and compassion. His evolution throughout the story reflects a desire not for destruction, but for meaning. His loneliness, confusion, and vulnerability bring quiet depth to his character. In many ways, Garu's arc is a gentle meditation on how pain shapes identity and how even the most feared individuals carry soft, unspoken wounds that ache quietly beneath their actions. Fact 50: the calming sense of scale in the universe. The world of One Punch Man is filled with enormous threats: alien conquerors, deep sea kings, cosmic warriors, but the way these threats are presented carries a strangely calming stillness. Instead of overwhelming the viewer, the vastness feels slow, dreamlike, and atmospheric. Saitama's presence acts like a grounding anchor, transforming cosmic danger into soft ripples instead of crashing waves. The scale of the universe feels expansive yet peaceful, like gazing at stars from a quiet field at night, large, mysterious, but comforting in their distant glow. Fact 51: the soft vulnerability hidden in Hero Mask. Personas. Many heroes in One Punch Man wear literal or emotional masks, symbols of how people often hide their tenderness beneath crafted identities. Characters like handsome Kamen Amai Mask embody perfection on the surface, but underneath lies quiet fragility. His mask is not just physical beauty, it represents the pressure he feels to maintain an image of invincibility. This duality reflects a gentle truth. Many individuals hide their vulnerabilities behind polished exteriors. The series softly invites viewers to see beyond appearances, reminding us that even the brightest masks conceal delicate human emotions, fears, and insecurities that yearn to breathe. Fact 52: the calming innocence of Child Emperor. Child Emperor, despite his intelligence and leadership abilities, is still a gentle child navigating a world of overwhelming dangers. His quiet curiosity, soft determination, and occasional moments of uncertainty make him relatable and endearing. Even though he creates advanced gadgets and strategies, his emotional core remains tender and youthful. His character softly highlights the beauty of innocence, coexisting with brilliance. The contrast between his age and his responsibilities creates a soothing narrative tension. A child carrying great weight, yet still grounded in the warmth of youthful wonder. His presence gently reminds viewers of the value of curiosity and imagination. Fact 53: the dreamlike softness of the deep sea. Arc. The Deep Sea King arc, though filled with conflict, carries an ethereal, dreamlike quality. Rain drifts gently through scenes, forming a soft curtain of melancholy. The stormy atmosphere mirrors the emotional tension of the heroes facing a seemingly insurmountable enemy. Yet within the chaos, small, quiet moments shine: Moomin Rider's courage, citizens supporting one another, and Saitama's calm arrival. The arc becomes less about battle and more about the resilience of the human spirit. Its rainy backdrop adds a soothing rhythm to the narrative, like listening to falling droplets late at night. Fact 54: the emotional depth of Moomin Rider's determination. Moomin Rider's presence in the Deep Sea King arc stands as one of the most tender moments in the series. His courage is soft but unwavering. He knows he cannot win, yet he steps forward anyway, guided by a gentle belief that doing what is right matters more than the outcome. His trembling voice, his steady grip on the handlebars, and his refusal to step back reflect a deeply human form of bravery. It is courage born not of power, but of heart. His actions softly remind us that the strength of spirit often shines brightest in moments of quiet vulnerability. Fact 55. The warmth of Fubuki's growing circle. Fubuki's character arc is a gentle journey from isolation to companionship. At first, she surrounds herself with followers as a shield against loneliness, but over time, she learns to let others into her heart, not as subordinates, but as equals and friends. Her growing connection with Saitama's small circle brings her quiet comfort and softens her ego driven motivations. Her transformation illustrates the soothing truth that companionship does not weaken us, rather, it nurtures us. Fubuki's emotional evolution becomes a calm reminder that opening one's heart to others can bring warmth, peace, and renewed strength. Fact 56. The lingering sadness in Metal Knight's story. Metal Knight, a hero shrouded in mystery, carries an aura of cold detachment. Yet within the stillness of his mechanical creations lies a subtle hint of loneliness. His reliance on machines reflects a desire for control and safety, but also an inability to trust others. Though he appears emotionless, the walls he builds, both literal and metaphorical, speak softly about a man who fears vulnerability. His distance from other heroes mirrors the quiet inner void that often accompanies isolation. His story gently encourages viewers to consider that even those who seem unfeeling may be protecting tender places within themselves. Fact 57. The gentle symbolism of Saitama's apartment walls. Saitama's apartment, with its bare walls and minimal decoration, symbolizes emotional emptiness but also peaceful simplicity. The unadorned room feels calm, quiet, and uncluttered, like a mental sanctuary. The emptiness is neither sad nor bleak. Instead, it carries a meditative stillness. It reflects Saitama's inner state, a life stripped of complexity, ruled by routine, free from unnecessary burdens. The apartment becomes a physical metaphor for the freedom that arises when one releases attachment to status, possessions, or grand ambitions. In its stillness, it offers a soft reminder that peace can be found in uncluttered spaces, both around us and within us. Fact 58. The calm before cosmic battles. In arcs featuring cosmic threats, like Boros or later godlike entities, the story often slows down just before the action. Long, quiet pauses precede world shaking moments. Stars drift softly against the void of space. Characters breathe deeply, preparing themselves emotionally rather than physically. These still moments add a dreamlike gravity to the narrative, turning battles into reflections rather than chaos. Saitama's serene expressions during these encounters further deepen the atmosphere. He stands like a beacon of calm amidst the cosmic storm, transforming vast danger into a soft, almost hypnotic experience for the viewer. Fact 59. The emotional echo of Boros' story. Boros, one of Saitama's earliest cosmic opponents, carries a quiet sadness beneath his destructive intentions. His overwhelming power became a prison, leaving him unchallenged, unfulfilled, and deeply lonely. In Saitama, he finally found someone who could meet him in battle, someone who could give meaning to his existence. Their fight, though explosive on the surface, unfolds with gentle emotional resonance. It is not a battle of hatred, but of longing, two beings searching for purpose. Boros's final moments feel like a sigh of release, a soft closure to a life spent yearning for something that could stir his silent heart. Fact 60: the soft interplay of light and shadow in the art style. Yusuke Murata's artwork in One Punch Man uses lighting not merely for drama, but for emotional storytelling. Soft highlights, gentle shadows, and glowing contrasts create scenes that feel dreamlike and atmospheric. Light often falls on Saitama in calm, even tones, reflecting his inner steadiness. Meanwhile, shadows embrace characters struggling with internal conflict. This quiet interplay of darkness and light infuses each panel with a soothing cinematic quality. The art gently guides the reader through emotions without relying on noise or chaos, offering a visual lullaby of gradients, soft contours, and peaceful illumination. Fact 61: the gentle humanity of the A class heroes. A class heroes sit in a unique space within the Hero Association, strong enough to inspire confidence, but still grounded in their everyday human flaws. Many of them, like Sweetmask's subordinates or the soft spoken Aion, exhibit a quiet humility that contrasts with the explosive nature of S class battles. Their efforts are steady, consistent, and often overshadowed by more powerful figures, yet their humanity gives the world depth. They are the quiet gears that keep society turning, the unsung protectors who deal with smaller threats that never make headlines. Their presence reassures viewers that heroism can be gentle and steady and deeply human. Fact 62: the dreamlike atmosphere of Boros's ship interior. The interior of Boros's ship creates a surreal, almost otherworldly dreamscape. Soft glowing corridors, endless chambers, and vast metallic spaces that feel hollow and resonant. The ship's aesthetics evoke a sense of quiet isolation, mirroring Boros's emotional landscape. Even during the intense battle between Boros and Saitama, the backgrounds remain strangely serene, filled with subtle light and shadow. This atmospheric design makes the confrontation feel less like violence and more like a slow cosmic dance, a meeting between two beings searching for meaning. The calm emptiness inside the ship deepens the emotional weight of Boros's journey. Fact 63: the emotional tenderness behind Genos's loyalty. Genos's devotion to Saitama may appear comedic at times, but it is rooted in profound emotional need. After losing everything, Genos found in Saitama a quiet anchor, someone who expected nothing from him, judged him softly, and offered a simple sense of belonging. This quiet loyalty is a reflection of gratitude, admiration, and longing for stability. Each time Genos calls Saitama sensei, it echoes like a soft reassurance to himself, a reminder that he is no longer alone. His loyalty becomes more than devotion. It becomes a gentle reflection of the human desire for connection and guidance. Fact 64: the calm philosophy beneath Saitama's strength. Saitama's power is not just physical, it's philosophical. His unmatched strength strips away illusions, forcing him to confront life without external challenges. His emotional journey quietly asks viewers, what remains when nothing can shake you? The answer lies in simple joys, discount days, casual conversations, quiet mornings, and small comforts. His philosophy is not spoken aloud, but expressed in the calming simplicity of his actions. Through him, the series gently whispers that meaning is rarely found in spectacular achievements. It often resides in everyday moments that pass softly, like the warmth of sunlight on a quiet afternoon. Fact 65: the soft mystery surrounding Blast's purpose. Blast, the elusive, top ranked hero, exudes a quiet sense of depth despite his absence. His rare appearances are filled with gentle ambiguity, soft glances, vague statements, and mysterious motivations that drift through the narrative like fog. His secrecy does not create fear. Instead, it evokes wonder. Viewers are invited to observe him with patience, understanding that some mysteries unfold slowly, like petals opening at dawn. Blast's restrained presence adds quiet tension to the story, reminding us that not all answers must be immediate. Some truths are meant to settle gently over time. Fact 66: the emotional echo of monster transformations. Many monsters in One Punch Man were once ordinary people, individuals consumed by fear, ambition, or despair. Their transformations are symbolic of emotional overwhelm when inner turmoil becomes outward chaos. Yet the series portrays this theme with soft empathy, showing how easily humans can be shaped by loneliness or pressure. Even monstrous characters often retain traces of humanity, hesitations, memories, quiet regrets. This layered portrayal transforms battles into emotional reflections, reminding viewers that behind every outburst of chaos may lie a heart that was once hurting quietly. The theme carries a gentle message. Empathy can illuminate even the darkest forms. Fact 67: the quiet irony of Saitama's hero. When Caped Baldy. The Hero Association gives Saitama the name Caped Baldy, a label so plain and unassuming that it feels intentionally understated. Yet this simplicity mirrors Saitama's gentle nature. While other heroes receive dramatic, fearsome titles, Saitama's name serves as a quiet reminder that he has no need for grandeur. The irony rests in how deeply the association underestimates him, while the world remains unaware of the immense power hidden behind the humble name. This soft understatement creates a comforting sense of humility, an affirmation that true strength does not need to be celebrated loudly to be meaningful. Fact 68: the emotional layers hidden in Atomic Samurai's disposition. The Atomic Samurai, with his calm demeanor and refined precision, carries a quiet dignity that distinguishes him among S-class heroes. His movements are smooth, measured, and almost meditative, like a calligrapher painting strokes in the air. Beneath his confident exterior lies a deep respect for discipline and tradition. His interactions with students reveal a gentler side, a mentor who guides through quiet observation rather than force. His presence adds a serene, almost poetic rhythm to the story, showing that even warriors defined by sharpness can possess an inner calm as soft as falling petals. Fact the 69: the dreamlike nature of psychic battles. Psychic battles in One Punch Man unfold like drifting dreams, floating debris, shimmering energy, and soft, bending air that dances around the characters. These scenes blur the line between reality and imagination, creating an atmosphere that feels weightless and ethereal. Tatsumaki's powers, in particular, turn combat into a quiet spectacle of swirling forces. Instead of harsh violence, the viewer experiences flowing movement and graceful motion. The battles resemble storms viewed through a window, powerful yet distant and strangely calming. This dreamlike quality adds a soothing layer to the series' action sequences. Fact 70: the quiet emotional core of S-Class Unity. Despite their differences, egos, and occasional conflicts, the S-Class heroes share an unspoken bond. In moments of true danger, they come together with quiet understanding, standing side by side against overwhelming threats. Their unity is not loud or dramatic. Instead, It manifests in subtle glances, shared determination, and unspoken trust. This gentle cohesion highlights the emotional heart of the hero community. Beneath their strength lies a collective warmth, a reminder that even the mightiest warriors rely on companionship. Their unity feels like a soft, glowing thread woven through the narrative, bringing balance and emotional grounding. Fact 71: The gentle significance of Saitama's unchanged expression. Throughout the series, Saitama's face shifts between two main styles: a soft, simple, almost childlike expression, and a more detailed one during rare moments of focus. His default round eyed simplicity carries a calming energy, gently reminding viewers that even in the face of chaos, one can remain emotionally steady. This minimal expression is not boredom, it is a quiet acceptance of life as it is. It becomes a symbol of peace within storms, of visual reassurance that not all moments require strong reactions. The softness of his expression invites viewers to relax, breathe, and approach challenges with a tranquil heart. Fact 72: The emotional weight of heroes who work in shadows. Many heroes operate quietly in the background, addressing threats that never reach public attention. Characters like Smile Man, Lightning Max, and the supportive A class teams handle dangers that seem small compared to dragon level threats, but their contributions are deeply meaningful. Their work carries a gentle humility, protecting communities, preventing fear, and maintaining daily peace. These unseen heroes embody a soothing truth. Not all acts of courage are spotlighted. Many noble efforts happen silently, like soft footsteps in the dark, bringing comfort and stability without expecting praise. Their presence enriches the emotional landscape of the world. Fact 73: The subtle sadness within Garu's philosophy. Garu's ideology is often framed through conflict, but beneath his bold stance lies a deep sadness. He wants to defend the weak because he once felt weak himself, overlooked, misunderstood, and judged harshly. His rebellion against hero society is rooted not in malice, but in emotional wounds that never healed. Each time he fights, his movements carry echoes of his past, like soft whispers of pain. His journey feels dreamlike because it is fueled by emotions rather than logic. His story gently reminds viewers that even those labeled monsters often act from a place of heartbreak, longing, and invisible scars. Fact 74: The gentle warmth of tactile moments. One of the unique comforts of One Punch Man lies in its tactile moments, the quiet, delicate interactions that bring physical softness to the narrative. Whether it's Saitama brewing tea, Genos sweeping debris, Fubuki brushing hair away from her face, or Bang folding his arms in thoughtful silence, these small gestures carry emotional weight. They are gentle reminders of humanity within grand battles. The series pauses often to observe these tiny details, as if inviting viewers to slow down, notice textures, and appreciate the softness of life's simplest motions. These moments create emotional grounding in an extraordinary world. Fact 75: The quiet strength of characters who never give up. Many characters, Moomin Rider, Tank Top Master, Iayan, and even some rank C heroes, embody a quiet resilience that flows beneath the flashy battles. Their strength isn't measured in punches or power levels, but in courage that feels gentle yet unbreakable. They fall, rise, fall again, and continue onward with calm determination. Their perseverance mirrors the steady heartbeat of the series, a reminder that true heroism often blooms not in grand victories, but in quiet refusal to surrender. These characters become emotional lanterns, glowing softly against overwhelming odds, inspiring viewers to embrace endurance in their own lives. Fact 76. The dreamlike atmosphere of psychic storms. When Tatsumaki unleashes her psychic abilities, the world seems to dissolve into swirling energy, drifting debris, and luminous turbulence. Yet within this chaos lies serenity. Her powers create scenes that resemble otherworldly storms, vast, quiet, visually mesmerizing. The floating rubble moves like weightless petals, and the landscape bends in soft, surreal waves. These psychic storms feel more like dreams than battles, carrying a sense of awe rather than fear. They evoke the beauty of nature's wildness, translated into ethereal movement. Through these scenes, the series offers viewers a calming spectacle that feels like watching distant lightning through a window at night. Fact 77. The emotional layers within Genos's quest for purpose. Genos's relentless desire for improvement often appears intense, but beneath it lies a gentle longing to understand himself. His upgrades, missions, and confrontations all stem from emotional pain, loss, regret, loneliness. Yet as he spends more time with Saitama, his motivations soften. His quest transforms from vengeance into a quiet search for identity and belonging. The more he grows, the more he learns that meaning does not come from destruction, but from connection. His character arc flows like a slow, healing river, pain giving way to peace, and restlessness giving way to gentle introspection. Fact 78. The soft symbolism of S Class power disparity. In S Class, the wide range of power levels, from nearly invincible heroes to individuals with more modest abilities, reflects a quiet truth about society. Greatness is not uniform. Some heroes shine in physical strength, others in intelligence, strategy, or emotional maturity. The disparity is not unfair. It is simply natural, like differences in personality, talent, or experience. This gentle realism adds emotional resonance to the world. It suggests that even among the strongest, diversity exists, and every kind of strength has value. It's a calm reminder that people contribute in unique ways, and that comparison only disrupts inner peace. Fact 79. The calm beneath the hero, fan base's reactions. The citizens in One Punch Man often react dramatically to hero events, cheering loudly or criticizing harshly. Yet beneath these reactions lies a softer emotional texture: fear, gratitude, admiration, and confusion blending together like shifting light. Their behavior mirrors real communities processing uncertainty. Their praise is an expression of hope, their complaints, expressions of vulnerability. When Saitama accepts their misunderstandings with quiet patience, the emotional tone of the scene softens. Through him, we see that public reactions are not personal, they are reflections of collective anxieties. This realization brings a gentle sense of detachment and peace. Fact 80. The dreamlike stillness of Saitama's serious mode. When Saitama enters serious mode, the atmosphere shifts into a serene, almost sacred stillness. The lines sharpen, the air quiets, and the world seems to hold its breath. His expression becomes calm, yet focused, embodying a tranquil intensity that feels more meditative than aggressive. This mode symbolizes the rare moments when Saitama chooses to tap into the depth of his power, a choice made not from anger, but from quiet necessity. The contrast between his usual simplicity and this serene sharpness creates emotional gravity, turning his strength into a soft, awe-inspiring force. Fact 81. The quiet bond between Saitama and Genos. During training, though their training scenes are often brief and humorous, they carry a gentle emotional weight. Genos approaches each session with fierce determination, while Saitama remains relaxed and effortlessly composed. These contrasting energies create a calming harmony, one soul burning brightly and the other glowing softly. Their dynamic reflects the way friendships can balance us. One friend striving intensely, while the other offers grounding simplicity. Even the smallest training moments, Genos taking notes, Saitama offering dry comments, are filled with quiet warmth. They remind us that companionship doesn't need dramatic speeches. It thrives in steady presence and soft, consistent connection. Fact 82: the gentle symbolism of Saitama's lack of ambition. Unlike most heroes who desire fame, recognition, or advancement, Saitama drifts through life with serene indifference toward ambition. His lack of worldly goals feels peaceful rather than apathetic. It symbolizes the beauty of existing without pressure, moving through life at one's own pace, free from the weight of competition. His relaxed attitude gently invites the viewer to breathe, to soften the edges of their own expectations, and to remember that it's okay not to chase everything. Sometimes simply being present is enough. Saitama becomes a quiet reminder that fulfillment can exist in stillness, simplicity, and genuine authenticity. Fact 83: the soft emotional distance between heroes and civilians. Throughout the series, a tender divide exists between heroes and the civilians they protect. This distance is not rooted in hostility, but in misunderstanding. Civilians see heroes as symbols, figures of awe or disappointment, rather than complex individuals with fears and dreams. Heroes, meanwhile, often feel unrecognized or misjudged. Yet within this quiet disconnect lies a gentle emotional truth. People struggle to fully understand those who protect them. The series portrays this gap with softness, showing moments where heroes long for appreciation and civilians long for safety. It reflects how real world misunderstandings often stem from silent, unspoken emotions. Fact 84: the dreamlike calm of Saitama's strength reveals. Whenever Saitama reveals his true power, the world seems to fall into slow motion. Light bends, dust drifts, eyes widen, silence expands like a soft breath. These moments are not explosive, they are serene. His strength reshapes the atmosphere, turning fear into awe. The gentle pacing of these reveals creates a feeling of weightlessness, as if time itself is pausing to witness something beyond comprehension. This tranquility is one of the series' most soothing qualities. The calm before, during, and after Saitama effortlessly restores peace. His power becomes a lullaby rather than a shock. Fact 85: the emotional nuance of Fubuki's rivalry with Tatsumaki. The relationship between Fubuki and Tatsumaki, though often tense, holds a tender emotional thread beneath the surface. Fubuki admires her sister deeply, but feels overshadowed by her overwhelming power. Tatsumaki, in turn, struggles to express affection, her harshness masking concern. Their rivalry is not born of hatred, but of longing, a desire for acknowledgement, closeness, and emotional understanding. Their journey reflects the complicated softness of sibling bonds, where love and frustration often coexist. Through them, the series gently portrays how emotional wounds between family members can linger quietly, yet still carry the potential for healing. Fact 86: the peaceful atmosphere of Saitama's daily routine. Saitama's daily routine, waking up, stretching, doing chores, cooking simple meals but creates a soothing, almost meditative rhythm that anchors the series. These scenes feel warm and relatable, offering gentle breaths between battles. His mundane life highlights the beauty of normalcy, the soft clatter of dishes, the glow of morning light in a small apartment, the quiet satisfaction of completing simple tasks. These slice of life moments remind viewers that peace often exists in the smallest corners of daily living. They invite us to appreciate our own routines, finding comfort in repetition and the graceful flow of everyday moments. Fact 87: the emotional warmth within King's friendship with Saitama. King's bond with Saitama carries a soothing tenderness. King, despite his fears and insecurities, finds safety in Saitama's presence. He can speak honestly, relax fully, and exist without the burden of pretending to be Earth's strongest man. Saitama's acceptance becomes a soft refuge. Their video game sessions, quiet rooms, glowing screens, the simple conversations create a haven of calm within the chaos of the hero world. Their friendship shows how emotional intimacy often grows in peaceful silence rather than intense dialogue. It is a gentle reminder that the deepest connections are built not on grandeur, but on shared quiet moments. Fact 88: the soft parody behind hero work life balance. When Punch Man subtly plays with the idea of work life balance, heroes rush between crises while managing errands, emotions, finances, and personal struggles. This humorous contrast carries a soft commentary. Even those with extraordinary power must navigate the simple demands of living. Scenes of heroes commuting, cleaning their homes, or chatting in break rooms create a tender realism. These moments soften the world, showing that heroism doesn't erase humanity. Instead, it exists alongside chores, bills, and tired afternoons. The series quietly reminds us that every life, no matter how extraordinary, is stitched together with ordinary threads. Fact 89: the dreamlike contrast between Saitama and his world. Saitama's calm presence contrasts beautifully with the dramatic world around him. Monsters scream, buildings crumble, heroes panic, but Saitama observes everything with gentle stillness. This contrast creates a dreamlike effect, as if he exists slightly out of sync with reality, walking at a slower emotional rhythm. His quietness reshapes the tone of scenes, turning potential chaos into soft, humorous calm. This dynamic is soothing because it reassures viewers that even in the loudest moments, tranquility is possible. Saitama becomes a peaceful center in a spinning world, like a single candle flickering steadily in the dark. Fact 90: the emotional resonance of the ordinary man with extraordinary power. Theme: the central theme of One Punch Man, an ordinary man possessing unimaginable strength, carries a soft, emotional resonance. It reflects the quiet dream many people hold: to rise above limitations, to feel capable, to make a difference. Yet the series gently subverts this fantasy by showing the emotional emptiness that can accompany perfection. Saitama's journey becomes a soothing meditation on balance, reminding viewers that fulfillment does not come from power alone. Instead, it blossoms in connection, purpose, and small joys. This theme drifts through the story like a soft breeze, offering comfort and quiet reflection. Fact 91: the gentle complexity of Garu's ideals. Garu's philosophy of embracing the monsters within society is more gentle and reflective than it appears. His rebellion is not born from malice, but from a quiet critique of social hierarchies and unjust judgment. He believes that those labeled weak deserve acknowledgement, that strength should not define worth. As he moves through battles, his actions carry a soft, emotional undercurrent of longing and misunderstood nobility. The series presents him with empathy, allowing viewers to witness his journey not just as conflict, but as a quiet exploration of identity, morality, and the human desire for acceptance. Fact 92: The calm serenity in Atomic Samurai's precision. Atomic Samurai's battles are more than displays of raw power. They are graceful, almost meditative dances. Each swing of his blade flows with rhythm and timing, reflecting deep concentration and calm control. His approach to combat turns violence into artistry, creating a dreamlike spectacle for viewers. The quiet precision of his movements evokes a soothing aesthetic, reminding us that strength can exist alongside elegance. In these moments, the series slows, allowing the audience to drift with the flow of motion, observing the quiet mastery of a hero who has honed skill and discipline to serene perfection. Fact 93: The emotional softness of S-Class teamwork. Even among the most powerful heroes, teamwork often requires patience, understanding, and emotional awareness. S-Class heroes occasionally clash, but their subtle cooperation forms a soft emotional undercurrent. Glances, brief nods, and calm coordination demonstrate that their unity is built on trust rather than force. These quiet moments of collaboration are less flashy than battles, yet deeply satisfying. They create a soothing rhythm that reassures viewers. No matter how different or powerful individuals are, empathy, listening, and subtle synchronization can form bonds stronger than any punch or attack. The emotional warmth of teamwork drifts gently through the narrative. Fact 94: The dreamlike flow of psychic confrontations. Tatsumaki's psychic abilities transform ordinary settings into surreal, dreamlike landscapes. Floating debris, shifting air, and swirling energy create a soft, hypnotic rhythm. These psychic confrontations are less about violence and more about flowing motion, turning chaos into something aesthetically gentle. Even when characters are in peril, the viewer experiences awe rather than anxiety. The dreamy quality of these battles lulls the mind into a calm focus, allowing the audience to appreciate the beauty of movement, strategy, and power without feeling overwhelmed. The scene becomes meditative, a visual lullaby of psychic energy. Fact 95: The subtle warmth of Saitama's everyday life. Saitama's life outside of heroics is quiet and comforting. He cooks simple meals, stretches, shops for bargains, and relaxes without expectation. These mundane routines carry emotional depth, reflecting the human need for stability, predictability, and small joys. Even when larger events unfold around him, these soft domestic moments remind viewers of the simple pleasures in life. They are lullabies in motion, soft steps, gentle light filtering through his apartment, the quiet clatter of utensils. The series emphasizes that heroism and calm coexist, and that peace can be found in routine and ordinary acts. Fact 96: The emotional layer in Genos's protective instinct. Genos's fierce loyalty to Saitama extends beyond mentorship. It is a soft, protective instinct born from loss and longing. He moves with urgency, yet beneath the intensity lies tenderness, concern, and care. Each act of shielding, assisting, or observing Saitama carries unspoken emotional weight. The series portrays this dynamic gently, showing that devotion does not always require words or drama. Genos's quiet presence offers emotional warmth, highlighting the beauty of relationships that balance intensity with compassion. His protective instincts are a soft, reassuring heartbeat in the ever shifting landscape of battles and conflicts. Fact 97: the soothing irony in hero society politics. The bureaucratic hero association often produces humorous and ironic situations. Rankings, tests, and media attention dictate recognition, yet the truly effective heroes, like Saitama, remain unnoticed. This subtle irony carries a soft emotional resonance, reminding viewers that societal acknowledgement does not define worth. The contrast between public perception and reality creates a gentle tension, as if whispering that validation is often external, fleeting, and secondary. Through this, the series reassures its audience that personal integrity, quiet effort, and inner calm hold more lasting value than titles or acclaim, offering a soft, reflective moral. Fact 98: the quiet resonance of monster motivations. Monsters in One Punch Man are rarely mindless. Many arise from personal fears, unmet desires, or emotional wounds. Their aggression is often an externalization of inner turmoil. This quiet layering transforms battles from mere action sequences into reflective encounters. The series encourages empathy even for antagonists, showing that chaos often stems from pain. Each monster defeated by Saitama becomes a subtle meditation on healing, growth, and understanding. Their motivations drift softly through the narrative, leaving viewers with calm contemplation. Behind destructive actions lie hearts seeking meaning, connection, or acknowledgement, adding emotional depth to every encounter. Fact 99: the soft, humor that balances emotional weight. Humor in One Punch Man is gentle, understated, and deeply entwined with emotional resonance. Saitama's deadpan expressions, ironic situations, and understated commentary diffuse tension while highlighting his inner calm. The jokes never overwhelm. They float softly alongside serious themes, creating a balanced emotional cadence. The series allows viewers to breathe between moments of intensity, letting laughter act as a gentle balm. Humor becomes a meditative tool, providing comfort and emotional release. Its subtlety ensures that even when facing overwhelming threats, the story remains dreamlike, tender, and perfectly paced for a quiet, reflective viewing experience. Fact 100: the tranquil symbolism of light and shadow in the series. Murata's artwork masterfully uses light and shadow to convey mood without words. Soft illumination highlights Saitama's calm presence, while shadows deepen the emotional weight of conflicts. Gentle gradients, luminous glows, and drifting reflections create dreamlike compositions. Scenes often linger on quiet interplay between brightness and darkness, reinforcing calmness and emotional resonance. The visual storytelling communicates serenity, tension, or introspection without overt dramatization. The soft contrasts encourage viewers to breathe with the characters, to feel the emotional textures gently, and to immerse in the subtle beauty of a world where heroism, reflection, and calm coexist naturally. Fact 101: the gentle loneliness in Saitama's life. Despite his extraordinary power, Saitama experiences a soft, quiet loneliness that drifts gently through the series. No one can challenge him, no battle excites him. This emotional emptiness is not dramatic. It is understated, like a gentle sigh at dusk. His friends, like Genos, provide companionship, yet he still moves through the world carrying a calm solitude. The series portrays this loneliness as reflective rather than tragic, encouraging viewers to consider their own moments of stillness and isolation. It reminds us that even in quiet loneliness, there can be peace, softness, and an understated beauty in simply existing. Fact 102: the meditative flow of Saitama's daily life. Saitama's routines, grocery shopping, simple workouts, quiet evenings, create a meditative rhythm that balances the chaos of heroics. The mundane tasks are not trivial. They provide a soft grounding that allows both the character and the viewer to pause. Watching Saitama engage in ordinary acts gives a calming cadence to the story, like slow breathing in a quiet room. These moments show that life's peace often resides in simplicity. The juxtaposition of everyday routines with world threatening battles softens the narrative, creating a dreamlike oscillation between calm and intensity that gently guides viewers toward reflection and emotional ease. Fact 103: the emotional softness in Genos's reflection. Genos often observes Saitama with quiet wonder, his fiery energy softened by respect and admiration. Unlike most heroes, he never pressures or judges his mentor. His moments of reflection, watching Saitama cook, rest, or act without concern for recognition, carry gentle emotional weight. These observations reveal the depth of his loyalty and the tenderness behind his relentless quest for strength. The quiet companionship between mentor and disciple drifts like a calm current through the series, highlighting the power of presence, trust, and soft emotional support. It reminds viewers that relationships are nurtured through steady attention and calm understanding. Fact 104: the dreamlike calm of hero villain dynamics. Even when facing fearsome villains, One Punch Man presents conflicts with a surreal, dreamlike serenity. Saitama's battles unfold slowly, punctuated by soft observations of surroundings, debris, and fleeting expressions. Monsters roar, heroes prepare, yet the narrative gently slows to reveal underlying emotions: longing, desperation, hope, or regret. This calm pace contrasts with the apparent chaos, allowing viewers to reflect on motivations and consequences without feeling overwhelmed. The tension is softened by Saitama's quiet control, turning climactic fights into meditative explorations of balance, perspective, and the emotional resonance of power. Fact 105: the quiet irony in public perception. Throughout the series, Saitama's immense feats often go unnoticed or misinterpreted by the public. This gentle irony adds subtle humor while reinforcing a deeper theme. Recognition is not the measure of value. The citizens' misunderstandings create soft tension but never overwhelm, allowing viewers to witness the contrast between visible perception and hidden truth. Saitama's indifference to fame or accolades becomes a calming reassurance, a reminder that inner worth is independent of external acknowledgement. The series whispers that fulfillment and peace emerge from personal integrity rather than applause, carrying viewers gently into reflection on their own quiet contributions. Fact 106: the subtle softness of monster humanity. Monsters, though antagonists, are often portrayed with traces of humanity, memories, regrets, fears, and desires beneath their grotesque forms. This nuanced depiction adds emotional softness, transforming confrontations from mere action into reflective moments. Even as Saitama defeats them effortlessly, the viewer senses the gentle undercurrent of their unfulfilled emotions. The narrative emphasizes that power does not erase pain or longing, and that empathy extends even to those who seem monstrous. These quiet layers of character evoke reflection and tenderness, reminding viewers that understanding and compassion can illuminate even the darkest corners of a fantastical world. Fact 107: the gentle contrast in emotional expression. Saitama's calm, understated demeanor creates a soft contrast to the exaggerated emotions of others. Heroes shout, cry, and overreact, while he drifts through events with quiet presence. This difference produces a soothing rhythm within the series. Emotional highs and lows are softened by his gentle responses, allowing tension to ebb rather than explode. Viewers feel a calming effect, as if the narrative encourages patience and acceptance. Through this contrast, the series gently demonstrates that emotional composure can bring clarity and balance, offering a peaceful perspective on life's challenges and a quiet lesson in soft, intentional presence. Fact 108: the soothing ambiance of environmental design. Murata's backgrounds, cityscapes, deserts, oceans, and skies carry subtle textures and gentle gradients that create dreamlike tranquility. Even during battles, soft lighting, drifting debris, and the interplay of shadow and glow evoke calmness. These environments are not mere settings, they actively contribute to the emotional atmosphere. The serenity in quiet scenes, like streets before monsters arrive or calm skies above devastated landscapes, allows viewers to pause and breathe. The artistry turns every frame into a meditative space where narrative, emotion, and visual softness combine to lull the audience gently, enhancing the story's calming, reflective tone. Fact 109: the emotional depth in Saitama's interactions. Saitama's interactions with other characters, brief conversations, shared meals, or quiet acknowledgments carry understated warmth. He rarely speaks unnecessarily, yet his presence provides comfort. Whether guiding Genos, playing games with King, or simply observing his surroundings, his calm consistency becomes a stabilizing force. These small interactions convey emotional connection without drama or flair. The series demonstrates that meaningful relationships do not always require grand gestures. Saitama's quiet kindness becomes a gentle anchor, allowing viewers to feel reassurance, empathy, and soft emotional resonance, as though they are gently floating alongside him in his calm, undisturbed world. Fact 110: the subtle rhythm between action and stillness. One Punch Man balances explosive action with quiet, reflective moments, creating a soft rhythm that soothes the viewer. Battles are punctuated by stretches of calm, characters observing, breathing, or moving through mundane routines. This ebb and flow mirrors natural breathing, gently lulling viewers into emotional relaxation. The intensity never overwhelms, and the quiet moments are never empty. They carry thoughtfulness, humor, and tenderness. The series' pacing encourages mindful attention, where excitement and tranquility coexist. This balance produces a dreamlike experience, softening the impact of conflict while allowing audiences to appreciate the subtle beauty in each quiet, lingering moment. Fact 111: the subtle complexity of hero rivalries. Even in a world of immense power, hero rivalries in One Punch Man are layered with emotional subtlety. Characters like Speed of Sound Sonic, Bang, and Atomic Samurai often clash with Saitama or each other, yet these conflicts are rarely rooted in malice. Instead, they explore themes of pride, ambition, and misunderstanding. The soft tension between heroes provides a reflective rhythm, showing that competition and challenge can exist alongside respect and admiration. These rivalries carry a gentle emotional depth, reminding viewers that differences need not fracture relationships entirely, and that calm understanding can emerge from even spirited contests. Fact 112: the dreamlike presentation of alien threats. The alien invaders in One Punch Man, including Boros and his crew, are presented with a surreal and dreamlike atmosphere. Their ships drift silently through space, corridors stretch endlessly, and alien landscapes glow with soft luminescence. These threats, though vast in scale, are framed in a meditative, almost hypnotic manner. The calm pacing of the narrative allows viewers to absorb their enormity without anxiety. Saitama's presence, serene and unflinching, transforms potential terror into wonder. The sequence emphasizes awe and tranquility, creating a space where cosmic scale is experienced not as fear, but as gentle curiosity and contemplative reflection. Fact 113: the emotional resonance of citizens' gratitude. The reactions of ordinary citizens in the series carry quiet emotional weight. Whether cheering heroes or expressing relief after a disaster, their gratitude flows softly through the story. These responses are never overwhelming or exaggerated. They drift like gentle ripples in a calm pond. Saitama rarely seeks acknowledgement, yet the subtle appreciation of civilians provides a peaceful undercurrent to the narrative. Their reactions highlight the human side of heroism, showing that small acts of courage ripple outward. The soft gratitude creates a comforting rhythm, reminding viewers of the quiet, often unseen impact of consistent, sincere efforts. Fact 114: under the gentle isolation in Saitama's existence. Saitama exists in a unique emotional space, surrounded by activity, yet fundamentally detached due to his unmatched power. No opponent challenges him, and few people understand him fully. This isolation is depicted quietly, without melodrama. It drifts through the series like soft background noise, a reminder that extreme ability can be a form of solitude. Yet Saitama's calm acceptance, paired with small human interactions, prevents this isolation from feeling bleak. The narrative uses his solitude as gentle reflection, allowing viewers to contemplate how mastery or uniqueness can create quiet spaces in life that are both introspective and serene. Fact 115: the soft contrast of emotional extremes. In One Punch Man, extreme emotional expressions, fear, shock, or awe, contrast gently with Saitama's calm demeanor. This interplay enhances the dreamlike quality of the narrative. While others overreact, panic, or shout, Saitama remains a still point, like a placid lake amidst stormy winds. The soft contrast creates a hypnotic rhythm, allowing viewers to process dramatic events without tension. This balance of highs and lows mirrors the natural ebb and flow of emotions, teaching that inner calm can exist even in turbulent situations. It is a subtle reminder that serenity can persist even amidst chaos. Fact 116: the quiet power of small heroic acts. Not all heroism in the series involves battles with monsters or cosmic threats. Many heroes perform small, everyday acts that ripple through society, protecting citizens, preventing accidents, and offering guidance. These moments, though understated, carry soft emotional resonance. Saitama himself appreciates these small deeds, though he rarely acknowledges them explicitly. The series portrays heroism as a spectrum where quiet, unnoticed efforts hold profound meaning. This perspective reassures viewers that significant impact does not require dramatic action. Consistent, gentle contributions can create lasting emotional effects and cultivate calm, meaningful connections in life. Fact 117: the dreamlike quality of atmospheric settings. The backgrounds and environments in One Punch Man are often infused with dreamlike textures, softly drifting clouds, muted lighting, and gentle shading that evoke calm reflection. City streets, battlefields, and interiors are depicted with careful balance, allowing viewers to absorb the scene's emotional weight. Even in moments of action, the subtle aesthetic design provides a serene undercurrent, turning explosive events into almost meditative visual experiences. This approach transforms viewing into a peaceful sensory journey where atmosphere and narrative merge to create an emotionally gentle space that soothes the mind and encourages reflective contemplation. Fact 118: the emotional softness in Genos's vulnerability. Although Genos is a powerful cyborg, his vulnerability adds a gentle layer to the series. He struggles with self doubt, the loss of family, and the desire to become stronger for the right reasons. These inner conflicts are portrayed with subtlety, creating an emotional texture that balances action with reflection. His interactions with Saitama provide a safe space to express these vulnerabilities. The combination of strength and tenderness softens the narrative, reminding viewers that courage does not eliminate sensitivity and that even heroes can carry gentle insecurities that quietly shape their journey. Fact 119: the quiet emotional layer in hero support roles. Heroes in support or lower ranks often provide gentle emotional depth through small contributions. Characters like Puri Puri Prisoner or Tank Top Master may not face cosmic enemies, but their steadfast efforts protect communities and uphold daily stability. Their reliability and humility provide a soft undercurrent to the more dramatic S-class action. The narrative emphasizes that heroism is not only defined by visibility or recognition, but by the quiet constancy of those who persist, act with care, and protect others. This theme reassures viewers that calm, consistent dedication carries profound emotional weight, even when unnoticed. Fact 120: the soft reflection in villain motivations. Many villains in One Punch Man, from Boros to Deep Sea King, act from emotional impulses, personal desires, or unmet needs rather than pure malice. Their actions carry gentle psychological and emotional layers, allowing viewers to empathize even while observing conflict. The series presents these motivations quietly, without melodrama, encouraging reflection on how pain and longing shape behavior. Saitama's calm interventions transform destructive energy into resolution, softening consequences without harshness. This emotional framing encourages a compassionate view of conflict, showing that even antagonists exist within a spectrum of gentle human experience, and that understanding can coexist with resolution. Fact 121: the gentle rhythm of routine for Saitama. Saitama's routine, simple meals, stretches, shopping, forms a calming pattern throughout the series. These mundane moments anchor the viewer, creating a soothing rhythm that contrasts with the chaotic battles and high stakes action. Watching Saitama engage in such basic tasks offers a sense of peace, as though to remind the audience that joy can be found in simplicity. His routine becomes a gentle counterpoint to the world's turmoil. The act of doing ordinary things is depicted as a source of inner calm, a quiet, rhythmic reminder that even the most powerful individuals need moments of normalcy to remain grounded. Fact 122: the dreamlike quality of Saitama's calmness in crisis. Throughout One Punch Man, Saitama's ability to remain calm in the face of danger is both soothing and surreal. His nonchalant attitude toward massive crises or overwhelming threats creates an emotional contrast that feels dreamlike. Instead of escalating conflict, his composure allows each situation to settle. This calming presence transforms dramatic moments into something more tranquil and introspective, inviting viewers to reflect rather than react. Saitama's demeanor becomes an anchor in a world of chaos, a serene force that reminds us that stillness can be just as powerful as action, providing a meditative emotional undercurrent. Fact 123: The quiet strength of hero mentorship. Saitama's role as a mentor to Genos is understated, gentle, and profoundly impactful. Despite his lack of verbal wisdom or dramatic speeches, Saitama's example teaches Genos patience, resilience, and self acceptance. Their relationship, rooted in quiet support rather than intense guidance, reflects the power of subtle mentorship. This dynamic shows that emotional growth doesn't always require grand declarations, but can flourish through consistent, everyday interactions. The series highlights that mentorship often takes place in the soft moments, small acts of kindness, steady encouragement, and the quiet presence of someone who understands without needing to say much. Fact 124: The emotional depth of Saitama's unspoken desires. Though Saitama's primary struggle seems to be with finding an exciting challenge, his deeper emotional journey is about finding meaning and purpose in his life. His frustration with the lack of worthy opponents is rooted in a longing for something that sparks his passion. This soft, unspoken desire for connection and purpose resonates with many viewers who have experienced feelings of emptiness despite outward success. The series allows this emotional thread to remain subtle, quietly reminding us that true fulfillment often comes not from external achievements, but from discovering personal meaning, purpose, and connection in our lives. Fact 125: The gentle humility of hero names. In One Punch Man, hero names are often a source of both pride and absurdity. While some heroes sport grandiose titles, Saitama is simply Caped Baldy, a name that carries no inherent grandeur. This contrast emphasizes the theme of humility. Unlike other heroes, Saitama does not seek fame or recognition, allowing his actions to speak for themselves. His lack of desire for a flashy title or recognition sets him apart from the typical hero. This soft theme suggests that heroism does not require accolades or names. True heroism comes from quiet, unassuming actions grounded in personal integrity. Fact 126: The quiet growth of Fubuki's leadership. Fubuki's evolution from a prideful leader of the Blizzard of Hell to a more reflective and humble figure is portrayed with subtlety. Initially, she seeks strength through dominance and control, but her journey softens as she learns the value of camaraderie and trust. Through her quiet growth, Fubuki discovers that leadership is not about power or manipulation, but about supporting others, guiding them through compassion and nurturing mutual respect. This gentle shift in her character highlights the series' emotional depth, reminding viewers that leadership can be a quiet, nurturing force built on understanding and shared strength. Fact 127: The emotional layers of hero related fame. While Saitama remains indifferent to fame, many of the other heroes seek recognition and validation. The emotional contrast between Saitama's indifference and the other heroes' desires creates a soft reflection on societal values. Hero related fame is depicted as a hollow pursuit for many. It brings only fleeting satisfaction, leaving heroes like Moomin Rider or Fubuki yearning for deeper connections or inner peace. The series gently critiques this longing for public approval, subtly suggesting that true fulfillment lies not in accolades or titles, but in quiet contributions, authentic relationships, and personal growth. It's a peaceful reminder that fame does not equate to worth. Fact 128: the gentle exploration of heroism's emotional costs. One Punch Man occasionally touches on the emotional costs of heroism, the exhaustion, the loneliness, the sacrifices made. Characters like Genos, who relentlessly pursue vengeance, and Moomin Rider, whose efforts often feel insignificant, show that heroism is not always glorious. There is a quiet weariness that accompanies these pursuits, an emotional toll that heroes carry beneath their strength. This subtle exploration offers a soothing reminder that even the most heroic figures experience struggles beyond their visible actions. The emotional depth of heroism is not always shown through victories, but in the quiet moments of vulnerability and inner conflict. Fact 129: the soothing humility of Saitama's defeats. In contrast to many heroes who are propelled by triumphs, Saitama's victories are often downplayed, and his defeats are not dramatic. When he faces moments of challenge, he reacts with simple indifference rather than frustration. This humility makes him an endearing figure. He does not need to be the best or win accolades. His self worth is not attached to success or validation. This quiet humility serves as a calming force throughout the series, reminding viewers that self esteem does not stem from constant victories, but from self acceptance and contentment with who we are, regardless of external outcomes. Fact 130: the calming repetition of Saitama's training. Saitama's iconic training regimen, 100 push ups, 100 sit ups, 100 squats, and a 10-kilometer run, has become an emblem of his quiet commitment to improvement. There is something soothing about this repetitive routine, a reminder that progress often comes not from extraordinary means, but from steady and consistent effort. His regimen is not grueling or dramatic, it's simple and methodical. This calming repetition mirrors the peaceful, gradual process of self growth. It highlights that the most profound changes in life come from small, everyday actions performed with dedication and perseverance. Saitama's approach teaches that sometimes consistency is more powerful than intensity. Fact 131: the gentle reflection in Saitama's daily observations. Saitama's quiet observations of the world around him, whether it's watching the news, seeing other heroes in action, or simply noticing people's reactions to heroism, carry soft emotional weight. He often comments with dry humor, but beneath his words lies a quiet reflection. Through his eyes, viewers witness how society views heroes, how they worship or dismiss them, and how these heroes navigate a world that often doesn't understand them. Saitama's lack of surprise or disappointment is soothing, allowing viewers to reflect on their own reactions to life and to consider the peaceful acceptance that comes with not needing validation. Fact 132: the subtle message of self improvement in Genos's arc. Genos's journey is one of constant self improvement, driven by a quest for vengeance and understanding. Yet, as he grows, his desire to become stronger transforms into a gentler longing for meaning and purpose. His relentless pursuit of perfection is tempered by his growing realization that true strength comes from emotional growth, not just physical power. The soft transformation in his character, moving from revenge to understanding, mirrors the human experience of growing into oneself, accepting flaws, and finding peace. His evolution serves as a calming reminder that self improvement is not just about strength, but about understanding, healing, and balance. Fact 133: The emotional resilience of Moomin Rider. Moomin Rider embodies a quiet, enduring heroism that does not seek applause or recognition. Despite his lack of physical power, he continues to fight for justice with unwavering courage. His emotional resilience is built not on victory, but on the belief that doing what is right matters more than the outcome. His role in the series is a soft meditation on the value of persistence and heart. The contrast between his seemingly weak form and his unbreakable spirit offers a peaceful message. True strength lies not in the body, but in the heart and in the ability to never give up. Fact 134: The calming contrast between Saitama's power and his humility. Saitama's immense power is juxtaposed by his quiet humility, making his character one of the most soothing aspects of the series. Unlike many heroes who derive their identity from their strength, Saitama is emotionally detached from his abilities. His lack of concern for fame, status, or recognition creates a calming, grounded energy. This humility softens the narrative, showing that heroism is not about grand gestures, but about quiet integrity. Saitama's power doesn't overwhelm the world. It gently coexists with his unassuming nature, offering a reminder that true strength doesn't need to be declared or flaunted. Fact 135: The subtle emotional growth of Fubuki's group. Fubuki's leadership of the Blizzard of Hell shows a quiet emotional transformation. At first, she is driven by pride and a desire to overshadow others, but as she interacts with Saitama and the other heroes, her perspective shifts. She learns the value of humility, teamwork, and trust. The emotional growth of her group, moving from rivalry to camaraderie, is portrayed gently with no dramatic outbursts. Their bond evolves softly through shared experiences and small acts of kindness, reinforcing the theme that heroism is built on relationships and emotional connections, not just raw power or recognition. Fact 136: The peaceful rhythm of Hero Association's quiet work. While the Hero Association often focuses on ranking and prestige, its quieter, more behind the scenes work creates a soothing undercurrent throughout the series. Many heroes are assigned everyday tasks: patrolling streets, protecting citizens, responding to minor threats that go unnoticed by the public but are essential to maintaining peace. These small acts of heroism form the foundation of society's safety, a reminder that true heroism does not always seek recognition. The association's quieter moments emphasize that even in the world of grand battles and cosmic threats, the most meaningful efforts are often small, persistent, and quietly heroic. Fact 137: The calm and soft presence of Saitama's silent strength. Saitama's power is not just physical. His emotional steadiness creates a quiet force within the narrative. He never seeks to prove himself, yet his very presence calms the chaos around him. In a world filled with flashy heroes and dramatic battles, Saitama remains unshaken, offering a grounding energy to those around him. His silent strength allows others to grow, to learn, and to find peace in their own journeys. His presence in each scene carries a soothing assurance. No matter how fierce the storm, calm can always be found in the quietest places. Fact 138: The quiet defiance in Saitama's simple life. Despite living in a world that reveres power and status, Saitama quietly defies these expectations by leading a simple, humble life. He doesn't chase glory, nor does he seek acknowledgement. His quiet rebellion against societal pressures, rejecting fame and fortune in favor of routine, is both soothing and radical. This emotional defiance offers viewers a gentle reminder that true freedom lies in embracing simplicity and authenticity, rather than conforming to external ideals. Saitama's calm existence, with no desire to rise above others, encourages a peaceful approach to life that resists the noise of modern expectations. Fact 139: the soothing reflection of Saitama's detached humor. Saitama's humor is dry, understated, and gently ironic, adding a layer of tranquility to the narrative. His deadpan responses to the dramatic events around him create a soft, humorous contrast that lightens the emotional weight of more intense moments. This humor is never loud or abrasive. It flows naturally from his emotional detachment and simplicity. It softens tension, offering a momentary pause where the viewer can breathe before the next wave of action. Through his calm humor, Saitama reminds viewers that laughter doesn't need to be extravagant or loud to be meaningful. It can be soft, quiet, and deeply reflective. Fact 140: the quiet power of Saitama's unseen acts of heroism. Saitama's heroism often goes unrecognized by others, yet the acts he performs are monumental. From saving civilians to neutralizing threats, his contributions are enormous, though rarely celebrated. This unacknowledged heroism becomes a powerful metaphor for the quiet, unseen efforts that go into maintaining peace and stability in the world. His acts are not about glory, they are about responsibility, consistency, and doing what's right regardless of external validation. This soft, hidden strength invites viewers to reflect on their own unseen efforts, reminding them that sometimes the most meaningful actions are the ones that happen quietly, without fanfare. Thank you for joining me on this peaceful journey through the world of One Punch Man. As we reach the end, I hope the soft reflections, gentle characters, and calm moments have guided you to a place of quiet relaxation. May your mind rest, free of tension, and your heart find peace in the soothing rhythm of the night. Good night, dear friends. Sleep well, and may your dreams be calm and full of warmth.